Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another great episode of Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Bara Abdallah, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personality from around Bahrain. So don't go away, we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm going to talk about a local organization leads with passion and continuity to serve the local community with various activities by effective members. With us today is Faisal Juma, the president of the Rotary Club of Salmania. Well, good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm excited to know more about the Rotary Club itself. So tell us about it.
Well, it was the Rotary Club of Salmania. It was established in June 1971 by 30 charter members.
Okay.
Some of whom left the other Rotary Club, the Rotary Club Manama, and it includes prominent members like Abdallah Juma, who's my uncle.
Okay.
Khalid Al-Mayed, Khalid Zayani, and Sheikh Isa bin Abdallah Al-Khalifa, who became the first president of the club in around, I think, 1971 to 1972.
Wow.
The club, so this is going to be our 50th year. And
amazing.
I am the 50th president.
You're the 50th president.
I'm the 50th president.
How do you feel about that?
Very honored, actually.
Okay.
And it's sort of like a full circle because my uncle is one of the founding members and I'm the 50th president. So it goes into a nice circle there.
Amazing. So I can only guess, like, pretty much when you're like on the table with the family gathering up on a Friday and you and your uncle have passed on some of the challenges and all the stuff that takes place.
All the past projects and we became closer because of my membership.
I can imagine. Yeah. So now, with this being said, 50th anniversary. Yes. Congratulations for that, definitely. Tell us about your projects.
We started this year, a quick explanation. We start from July and end in June of the next year.
That's your fiscal year.
That's the fiscal year, if you like to call it that.
Okay.
And we started in July with the art project.
Okay.
Or the art program.
Okay.
Which we did a 3-day workshop for the Bahrain Deaf Society.
Okay.
And day one, we did like an art painting program with them. Day two, we did a mosaic art.
Wow.
And day three, we did a clay caricature sort of creation. Okay. And the people who were conducting these workshops were members. Two of them are members, a previous president, Sima Baqi, and our newest member, Riham Youssef.
Okay.
And a volunteer, Salah Boushehri.
Amazing.
So they took time out of their busy schedules to do this voluntary workshop for the Bahrain Deaf Society. We did something called Green July.
Okay.
And the idea is to promote recycling, reusing. And what I did was I collected all the plastic bottles from our members.
All right.
And we delivered it or deposited it or threw it away in the recycling bin of the Bahrain Friendship for Disabilities.
Okay.
They have this program where they take all the plastic bottles and they sell it to a local recycling facility.
Not bad.
So, and what we did was using social media is to promote the idea of recycling. We call it Green July, hashtag Green July.
Hashtag Green July, amazing.
And we asked all of our members, rather than using plastic, think of alternative sustainable materials containers. So, these reusable metal bottles. So I have one in my office.
Okay.
So, which I use every day at home. So instead of reusing plastic bottles, you throw them away. You just take one, Aqua Cool, the big ones.
Yeah, what?
I don't know what you call them, but the big
containers,
ones.
Yeah,
containers,
big water containers.
Big water containers. and you put them into the, your metal
Okay.
or any other material, reusable materials rather than
Okay.
single-use plastic. So that was going on
Okay.
in July. August came around.
Every month you have a project?
Every month we have a
Wow,
project.
Very busy.
Very busy, yes. It's a challenge
Okay.
I put to myself
Um,
and the team, where we want to do a project every month.
For 12 months,
Yes.
1 year long.
Yes,
Non-stop, back to back.
back to back. And in August we did another art program,
Okay.
but this time for the Down syndrome, the Bahrain Down Syndrome Society. And we did a similar, painting, mosaic art, and clay.
Okay.
We call it clay recycling.
Clay recycling. So pretty
Yeah.
much repeating the same thing you've done even in June, but
Yeah.
for a different
For a different
group
society,
of a
yes.
different society.
In August, we did, I can't remember off the top, in September, we started an e-waste campaign
Oh wow.
with Zain.
Okay.
What we've done is that they provided us with a container
Okay.
in Zain headquarters in Sif.
Right.
And any member or anyone who has some old appliances,
Electronics,
telephones,
right.
electronics,
Appliances, exactly.
just dump it there,
put it
and
away.
it will be recycled. And because e-waste causes a lot of environmental damage,
Definitely. Definitely.
and we want to promote e-waste recycling.
If I can stop you for a second here, because right now we entering September, each month is a campaign on Zone. So how do you come up with all these ideas?
I listen to my members if they have an idea. For instance, this idea, the e-waste campaign, came from Sheikh Abdallah, who was again a previous president of our club, and his full-time job is in Zain.
Okay.
And he mentioned this to me, that we have this going on. I said, and we thought of combining our efforts.
Amazing.
Green July was our member Riham. She came up with this idea for Green July.
Okay.
So, and we do some research on Instagram. We get inspiration from other Instagram accounts and see what they're up to.
Amazing. So September heading to October.
October, we have green. Again, not really. We started our greenhouse project.
Greenhouse. Oh wow.
We again took the Down Syndrome Society to a greenhouse, and we teach them how to plant seeds.
Amazing.
Again, is to encourage sustainability, growing, farming.
Right.
We had help with Rawan Jahrumi.
Okay.
He helped us with the greenhouse. He provided it very kindly provided from his plantation, from his farm.
Amazing.
And we took the children there. We planted the seeds, and they enjoyed it. And we'll come back in January to harvest the crops.
Amazing.
So we're teaching them how the process of planting and farming and regrowth.
How cool is that?
So again, we're going to do we did an art program for the Dream Society.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with the Dream Society.
The Dream Society, of course.
Yeah. Children with terminal diseases.
Right.
They were very appreciative of what we've done.
Amazing, that's beautiful.
So we did a 2-day program with them.
Okay.
So now our future, or my big project, or our big project I should say, is F45 playoffs.
What is that?
It's part fundraising and part community service initiative, where we're going to do, if you're aware of F45 gyms in Bahrain.
Okay, yes.
We're going to do a joint project with them.
Oh.
We're going to do like a sort of weightlifting circuit training competition.
Okay.
And we're going to have 3 rows of weights, and a team of 3 people will go like a train. We'll go from one station to another station to another station.
That's phenomenal.
Push-ups, weightlifting, something.
The whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
10 stations all the way to the end. Pull-ups and sit-ups and whatever the program is. That's up to F45. They will provide the program. They will provide the judges.
Well, big shout out to them, that's for sure.
Of course, shout out to them. And what we will do is, of course, look for teams, anyone who wants to participate.
Okay.
The fees will go to a campaign that we're working on.
Wow.
Most likely, it will be for Dream Home.
Okay.
To help to look for one of the houses that need repair.
Okay. Wow.
That's one and what I want to do this year or for this project is to encourage athletes with disabilities to participate.
Amazing. That's beautiful.
And I'm thinking of somebody, athletes who are deaf.
Okay.
Athletes who are disabled, physically.
Sure.
From the Paralympics, if they're willing.
Paralympics, yeah, that would be great, actually.
The Paralympics committee.
And they're really good over here.
Yes.
Really active.
Yes. We did a project with them, I think 3 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago.
Okay.
With the bowling. We call it Challenge the Challenged. Bowling Challenge for the Challenge.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And we invited people from the blind, from the disabled society, from the community. We had some orphans, and the committee, the Paralympics committee, joined us as well. And the idea is that we want to inspire them that don't be limited by your physical. You can do things beyond your bodily capabilities.
Amazing.
And this is what I want to recreate with the F45 playoffs, is to encourage people with all parts of our community to work together.
That's a full-time job. It's like, I was going to ask, like, how is he managing all of that with him working for Salmani as well and all of that? Because right now you have a year-long one campaign to another, and each one of them has a lot of details. How do you manage all of that, you and the team? I mean, you're doing an amazing job.
Well, I have the way that our club works. We have a board of directors, and we have 12 board of directors.
Okay.
And 2 of them are we call them chairs. So I have I'm very happy with my community service director.
Amazing job.
Seema Baqi.
Oh, wow.
She worked on all of these projects, the ones I mentioned.
Wow.
We have, of course, a secretary who does all the paperwork and all that.
And
a treasurer and others. So it's not, I cannot take the full credit. I have to give some of the credit to the board of directors who worked very hard. We have different committees. We have the youth service director, Hanadi Al-Ansari, who's going to start work with the youth. She just came back from our holidays.
Okay.
And
welcome back.
Welcome back, yes. And straight to work.
Poor thing. Like, I just came back.
So we're going to do a youth leadership program.
Okay.
With the Toastmasters, with the Manama's Toastmasters Club.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to do a joint, is to, again, speech crafting and leadership.
That would be amazing.
And of course, we're doing a Raila with the other Rotary clubs in Bahrain. Sort of a joint big Raila, which is Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, which is again leadership for the youth, for university, for teens. Yeah.
Right. There's a lot going on. There is
a lot going
on, and it's like, not even halfway through, huh?
Yeah, not even halfway through. But because I'm very passionate.
It shows. It really shows.
To do service, and one of your questions, I think I should answer this question.
Okay, well, please go ahead.
The ones I received earlier. I should be saying that, but I'll just...
You go ahead with it.
You asked, what's the mission of the Rotary?
Definitely. What is the mission?
The mission is to provide service to others, promote integrity, to create understanding in the world, promote peace and goodwill through the fellowship of business and community leaders.
Wow. Very clear and very direct and definitely very noble.
So using this basic mission of ours, we want to promote peace and goodwill to our members of our community.
Bless you.
And we do this through the 5 avenues of service, which is community, youth, vocational, international, and club services.
Wow.
And each one has their own, each person who takes this position has a duty to fulfill that
Amazing,
role.
Amazing. Wow. It seems like not only that you are clear with your mission and vision, and again, congratulations for the 50th anniversary.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure you being the president right now, a lot is happening, and everybody's like pretty much appreciating your work. But again, big shout out and big gratitude is revealed to every member of the club right now. We're in November right now. What's happening this month?
This month, we're going to do an art program.
Okay.
For the Oh, I should know this.
Don't worry about it. You got a lot going on, so
a lot
it's
going
okay
on.
for you.
We are speaking to one of the blind societies,
Okay.
and we want to do a project with them, a workshop.
Okay. Amazing.
It's going to be something unique this year because
Wow.
it's an art program for the blind society.
How can we join? How can we follow up?
You can join by, of course, if you're passionate in doing service charity work, you have to attend some of our meetings. So
Right.
the members would get to know you because you have to join a committee. So the members have to be familiar to know. So please, anyone is welcome to our regular meetings.
For reals.
Because of the situation, we have some meetings virtual and some meetings we started it in person physically.
Okay.
We used to do it in the Golden Tulip before the pandemic, but for safety reasons, of course, and health, we went virtual. Well, again, it depends on individuals. Some people are not comfortable being in physical space, and some people prefer to be physical.
There you go.
So you have a choice.
Okay.
Contact the membership chair, who is Sheikh Abdallah. You can follow us on Instagram.
We will do that.
I don't know if you're going to put like a little graphic here.
We will, sir.
With the Instagram
definitely
details
so people
there.
know how can they actually contact you and follow you
so
up.
contact us on Instagram and follow us, see what we do. And we F45, this is the best opportunity. Why don't you join us in F45?
Amazing.
And as a team, as a volunteer, as an organizer, as something, we can start there.
Right.
And then see how you enjoy the experience. And then if you like the experience, you can join us full time as a member.
Your content is rich, it's exciting, and is very charitable. We would like to say thank you so much for you and your team for making this happen. Like, since starting from June, July, up until November and onwards, I can only imagine how amazed we are right now and everybody else by just listening to your projects. So big shout out to you. Our sincerest gratitude is revealed to you and your members, definitely.
Thank you very much.
And we cannot wait to actually see you again for other projects taking place right here in Bahrain. You never know. Me and the kids may just pass by,
Please
for
come.
the F45, get myself all like stressed and broken bones after the work. But don't worry, we got doctors here. Salmani is here.
You're more than welcome to participate.
Thank you so much. Well, it's been a pleasure having you with us right here on Bahrain Now.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, non-stop excitement, but at the same time, a lot of humane works all taking place with the Rotary Club of Salmani right here as we took an interview with the president himself, Faisal Juma, right here on Bahrain Now. Ladies and gentlemen, this talk is literally gonna blow my mind away, like explode. Not only me, but everybody else as well. As we are here for the Solar Decathlon Middle East, or the SDME, which is an international competition held in Dubai which challenges students to design, build, and operate a solar-powered house. This year's edition of the SDME comes in line with the Dubai Expo 2020, and Team Go Smart from University of Bahrain is the only national team representing the Kingdom of Bahrain. To speak more about this, we are joined here as one of the team members, Rawan Jahrumi. Good evening, how are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm good. How are you?
I am super excited. First of all, how crazy is this?
Well, it's real.
It's unbelievable. The only team representing this whole beautiful project. So tell us a little bit about the SDME 2021. What's happening there?
Sure. So first of all, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
It's an honor to be able to be here on behalf of my team, who are currently in Dubai constructing the house.
Oh, big shout out to them.
Exactly. So the Solar Decathlon Middle East is you can think of it as a testing ground, an experimentation field for researchers, students, practitioners to test environmental hypotheses in the real world. So we're going beyond theory. And the interesting thing about it is that the way that we are going to be judged on ranges from just censored monitoring inside the house over a period of 10 days, up to the point where we have to be able to cook and host a dinner party inside the house for 8 people.
No way.
Yes. So our team, Go Smart, we've been working on the project for about 2 years now.
I can only imagine.
Yes,
It's a house, for God's sake.
Exactly. And we were able to construct it in a period of 2 months and ship it to Dubai. And now the team is in the last assembly phase of a 14-day phase of construction.
Wow. How do you feel? How does the team feel right now?
The team
Yeah.
is hectic at this point. They're tired.
Oh, wow.
And keeping in mind that we've actually built 60 to 70% of the house just the students without a subcontractor. And we had consultants on board to help us, but this is definitely a huge achievement for us.
Are you kidding me? Huge achievement. It is just out of this world.
Yes.
What did you take this challenge to begin with?
To be honest with you,
Yes.
it seemed exciting
Of
to
course.
be able to do something that's a bit too unreal and to be able to achieve something that you'd think students would never be able to achieve, but we did. We are in the process, hopefully, inshallah, yani.
You're building a smart house with solar capabilities.
And designed in a way to be disassembled and then assembled to a whole different country.
Get out of here. To disassemble and assemble in a different place. Today I want to live in Galali. Tomorrow I want to go to Sif. Why? The weather is better.
It's the future, isn't it?
Sign me up. I'll be your first client.
Allah
Do you take what? Do you take installments? The Bahraini way of doing things, right? Amazing, amazing.
Yes.
So, what would it take to get a project like this done? What kind of students? What kind of Einsteins do we need here?
So in terms of students, I mean, personally what I've seen from the team, currently I'm the student leader of the team, and we actually had to go through multiple teams and multiple rearrangements and structures. But what I've noticed, it really isn't about the knowledge as much as the motivation to learn something new. Because trust me when I say this, no full education in university is enough to construct a house like this.
I can imagine.
So it was really about understanding what the design brief said, what technicalities we had to bring forward, and research a lot about that.
Wow.
So you have to have like a huge range of skills, but most importantly, the motivation to actually commit to something for about 2 years.
When I say research, it's not like we can go on YouTube, it's like how to build a solar house.
Exactly, you can't do that. You can't do that.
But I'm sure you did to see what's going on with other countries.
Yeah,
but
did.
who did you have to talk to for this?
We have different consultants on board.
Okay.
So we had to have like a design and engineering consultant on board. We had to have a PR consultant on board, which is Noor bin Shams. She helped a lot with making the project a reality, giving us PR strategies to get that.
Shout out to her.
Exactly. The solar panels are currently sponsored by Solar Tech.
Okay.
So sponsorship played a huge role in making the project a reality.
Definitely.
Because the project, midway through the timeline, COVID happened. And that shot our chances down. There were multiple times where we thought we'd just, step back, and the university, it was very hard for us to keep going, especially that you're building a house online. So imagine engineering offices kind of having these arguments between each other, and we're doing this with a 51-member team online.
Crazy.
Exactly.
That Zoom panel looked very full at that point.
Yes,
I was like, well, where are you?
And how do you keep people engaged, right? How do you keep students engaged in online meetings? But
Crazy.
yes, and to be honest with you, now that alhamdulillah we're in a better state in the country, health-wise, the university allowed us to meet regardless, like we had special requests to go in, and we met from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and in the construction phase, they stayed up to 12 p.m. like literally installing wires through the house, installing the installation panels, and
House for 8 that is mobile.
Yes.
That can be disassembled and assembled in any place possible with solar capabilities.
Yes.
And
It's a bit too
Wow.
unreal.
Wow, wow, wow. We need to see what's going on. I want to.
Inshallah.
Can I have a party there? Like,
Definitely, you
know,
can
can I
come.
reserve that? Party for
It's-
8.
It's actually going to be open for public visits starting November 11th.
Okay.
Like as I mentioned, like tomorrow and the day after is the final days of construction. So the team is it's like they're grinding through, and it's going to be open for public up to the end of month, so 25th of November,
Okay.
which is where the award ceremony is also going to come out. So
Amazing.
hopefully
Amazing.
we're one of the winners of
Without
this
a
competition.
doubt. I mean, we are super positive about this. This is crazy. So
Sure.
a big team, and it seems like I said, it's unreal. It's phenomenal. Like it's happening. So,
Exactly.
wow. If I would see like the Rawan 2 years ago, who just sat there, University of Bahrain at the canteen, we're building a house. How long will it take? We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Exactly.
So the Rawan 2 years ago and the Rawan today,
Yeah.
what would you tell the Rawan 2 years ago right now?
Thank you for not quitting every single day. When you have like the university stress, I'm an architecture student, so
Okay.
we're already staying up all night doing the projects. It was a phase of, most of our students are currently in their graduation and thesis stage.
Okay.
So handling that on its own is difficult. And then to build a house next to it, it's a lot. And it's like I'm honestly proud of every single person, myself as well too, that we persevered through the process, through the hardships that it brought forward. Because trust me when I say it was not easy.
I can imagine.
And the level of detail of design that went into the house is actually phenomenal. We are testing theories that we are being taught in university.
What?
Exactly. So, like one of the things that we tried to challenge was, how do we begin to look at environmental strategies? It's not only about just going green and let's just
Right.
start planting things
Right.
here and there.
Right.
But let's be realistic. If most houses in the Middle East are going to go environmental friendly within the next future, we need to start looking to passive solutions, not only active ones. Regardless of the house being solar powered, which is an amazing achievement,
Right.
not everyone can afford it. So how can we develop strategies that are passive? One of the things was being inspired from courtyard houses, that is deeply rooted in our heritage at the time, to courtyard houses actually create microclimates inside the house.
Okay, okay.
So what happens is, this is one initial strategy that you have. Pair it with a few trees. What happens is you shade like if you have a U-shaped house, you kind of shade and provide nice experiences between inside and outside.
So you're talking about in your own ecosystem within your own place.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another strategy that we took into consideration was passive cooling through cross ventilation. So strategically placing windows, so in the winters, like how the weather is starting to get right now,
Right.
it's very nice in the evenings. You don't need your air conditioning anymore. So when you place windows like in parallel to each other, what happens is we have the wind moving and flowing through, cooling and creating air change inside the house. So apart from the tech, these are some of the strategies that we were experimenting
Well,
with.
I can see myself signing for a mortgage loan very soon.
We were actually contemplating this, and we're saying, yalla, we're going to open a company soon. We're going to have like a design consultancy. So
I don't mind being your mascot for this.
here.
Wow, I can, mostly when we reach an end of a talk, I will just say, what are the future plans? But your future is just blowing with excitement here. It's like, I don't even want to ask you this. But what is your next step?
Our next step. So inshallah, if we do win a good spot in the competition, we are planning to bring back the house to Bahrain, where it will be exhibited in the University of Bahrain campus.
Amazing.
And this allows the house to be a token of achievement, to show that once the youth and students are properly empowered, you can achieve so much more than what you can even begin to imagine. So
I'm getting goosebumps right now. It's unbelievable and unreal how this is just happening right now. The fact is that we here as Bahrain Now is having the opportunity to talk to you right now, live, right here in the station, and telling us about your project is nothing short than an honor
thank
and
you.
absolute pleasure.
Thank you so
Like
much.
no words can express how proud we are of you and the team for making this happen.
Thank you.
And may God have mercy on our mortgage loans coming up soon. It's like we are waiting for a house. It's like where? It doesn't matter. It's gonna be everywhere. I can see right now, you know, different parts of Bahrain is just reserved for mobile houses, and you can stay here for a week.
Yeah,
well,
but
it's the Formula One season, buddy. We're sorry. I can see myself doing that. You know.
Sure.
Wow. Well. Thank you so much, Rawan.
thank you for having
It's
me.
definitely a great pleasure, and I can't wait to visit that house.
Inshallah.
Me and other 7 people.
We'd love to have you for a dinner party.
Let's go. Let's go.
Tamam.
Let's go. Mexican?
Sure.
All right. Cool.
Sure.
Cool.
Tamam.
Thank you very much for being with us right here on Bahrain Now.
Thank you for having me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn to a team member, Mohammed Al-Aradi, via Skype. Hello, Mohammed. Can you tell us about the current situation there, and when will the house be open to the public?
Thank you, Bara and Rawan, and thank you, Bahrain International TV, for giving me this opportunity. We are in Solar High, located in Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park. As you can see behind me, the team is still working on our solar smart house, and the assembly phase is almost over. We're currently putting up our final touches.
Yes?
On the 11th of November, the exhibition phase will start, and all the houses will be open to the public. You can visit us anytime from 11th until 23rd of November. We look forward to welcoming you all and giving you guys a tour, showcasing all our sustainable and contemporary features. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mohammed, and thank you, Rawan. And we wish you and Team Bahrain all the best. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more right here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of this episode. A huge thank you to all of our guests for joining us tonight, and another huge thank you to all of you watching us at home. As always, be sure to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We would love to hear from you. Well, this was Bara Abdallah. Till next time, Bahrain, goodbye and God bless.